we are talking about the 21st century skills, and we will be talking first to the learning skills. And there are 4 C's under it. One is the critical thinking, which is finding solutions to the problems. So meaning to say, we as individuals, we have to embrace the reality that change is really inevitable. So we see this as universal needs for any career. Meaning to say, this is really a requirement that you have to possess these skills, no? Critical thinking skills. You have to look for solutions to every problem. That from time to time, we were exposed to different situations that call our decision-making skills, our critical thinking skills that really have to address the problem. Because the shortest way to solve the problem is to face it. Take note of that, no? Because if you just keep on going around the bush ba, like lagi mong iniiwasan yung problema, nga ganyan. So the more, hindi mo masosolve yung problem. So that's for the critical thinking, that you really have to look for solutions to your problem, no? So the best way to solve your problem is to identify your resources. Yung sabi ko nga, no? That's how we're taught in mathematics, that to solve the problem, you have to identify the given. What is the given? What is us? Because you're gonna address the root cause of the problem. What is really the problem? Alright? So that is critical thinking. Dapat nag-iisip ka. You're not just going to give up easily. No? Hindi ibig sabihin na, hindi ko na to kaya kasi ganito ang hirap po. Wala na akong magagawa. Alright? Hindi dapat ganun yung personality ng bawat isa. Hindi dapat ganun yung personality ng mga estudyante. Na they will just settle na, okay, I cannot do anything about it. I give up now. I'm good. I give up now. Hindi pwedeng ganun. So, yung hinahanap actually ng mga employers, and even this is needed in every career, especially sa teaching profession, that you have to be critical thinkers. Okay? You have to think critically. How I'm going to solve it? Kasi from time to time, marami talaga tayong may encounter na problema sa buhay. Okay? Like, iba lang yung story natin, but we have different, problems. Okay? Pareho pa rin, problema pa rin siya. So the more that this critical thinking skills is needed for every individual. The second one is the creativity. Okay? Creativity is thinking outside the box. What do you mean by thinking outside the box? That you're gonna think that there's no box at all. There's no limitation. So when you think of something, you have to be, you should not be contained in one box that limits your imagination, that limits your capacity to think. So meaning to say, you have to really think outside the box. Alright? So like you're gonna offer something new. You're gonna explore. You're gonna look for possibilities. Huh? Yun dapat yung skills natin. Like, if hindi ito available, anong gagawin natin? Okay? If there's scarcity, anong gagawin natin? How we can adjust, how we can sustain the resources available. Alright? So that is creativity. Pag mahirap ang buhay, paano ako maka-adjust? Paano ako makasustain? Pag hirapan ako sa subject ko, paano ako makasustain? If there are limitations, if we live with limitations, what we can do to explore the limitation. So that is creativity. We think outside the box. Ano kaya ang gagawin ko? How I can increase my allowance? No? How can I help myself survive in this very demanding world? Yan. That is creativity. Next one is the collaboration. What does it mean by collaboration? This is working with others. So from time to time, we are really required to work with another person. Because 2 heads are always better than 1. Alright? And then we are socialized being. We tend to socialize. We cannot really live alone. We need others to survive. As we navigate to life, you really need others to survive. So imagine if no people, or imagine if you live in one island with no people around you, with no friends around you, with no families. That's a very lonely life. Correct? So the same with working with individuals. in your field, in your profession, in teaching, you have to really collaborate. You collaborate with the parents so that you can impose and implement your plans in the classroom. Because without their help, no, you will be limited in terms of improving your classroom. Second, you have to collaborate with the officers and officials in the city or barangay. No, if you have plans and programs in your school or in your classroom, you really need, the more that you'll be needing the help of these officials. Okay, like meron kayong pabrigada, meron kayong project sa classroom. So, kailangan mo talaga ang help ni barangay captain to sustain the safe and order, no? Something like that. So, that's collaboration. If you need people, expert people to talk about something, or if you need a data from someone, that it really needs collaboration. So, that's why it explains that we cannot really live alone. We need each other to survive. We water each other to grow. What does it mean? Meaning to say, you help me, I can benefit from you, you can benefit from me. That's how we're gonna work. Yeah, see? So that's how we live, no? Yun talaga ang buhay. Mayroon akong may bibigay sa'yo, mayroon akong makukuha sa'yo. So that's give and take relationship. So collaboration. So that's what we're gonna practice. That's what we're gonna improve, no, as individuals. That really have to collaborate. Hindi pwedeng ako lang. Hindi lang pwede ako palagi ay nakaka-benefit. Dapat kayo rin nakaka-benefit. Okay, so that is collaboration. The next one is communication. Why communication is very important, especially in your profession? Okay, because you will be conveying your ideas to your learners. If you don't know how to communicate very well, there will be barriers in that transmission of learning. No? So, hindi magiging successful. Alright? And then, especially if you have difficulty of expressing your emotions, your feelings, so the more that you'll be needing the skills to communicate. Diba? May mga ganyan, hindi ko talaga masabi na galit ako sa kanya. Frustrated ako, may mga ganyan. May mga ganyan na mga tendency. And in workplace also, may mga times where there will be chaos, there will be conflict between, officers, ayan, and positions. So the more that we have to master the communication skills. Because I believe if everything will be laid down in the table, anything can be taught. Anything can be discussed, can be settled when we to just listen to each other's side. And that is communication. The more that you need communication, especially when you apply for a job, not just oral communication, but written communication. Okay? Especially in teaching profession, because you'll be transmitting something. So, diba, dapat marunong kang sumulat, marunong kang magsalita. Ama? Kasi minsan po si teacher, siya po yung spokesperson. Saan? Kinukuha siya na MC sa mga programa ng barangay, mga ganyan. So you are expected really to know how to communicate. Kayo din yung nagpa-facilitate ng mga activities, mga ganyan. So you, teacher, really, something. You are really something. And you are really expected that you're good in writing, and you are good in communication. Okay? So, kung pangit yung penmanship natin, hindi tayo marunong magsulat ng proper letter, ang hirap po nun. Kasi we're teaching something. So, ito ba yung mga guro natin sa Philippines? Ito ba yung mga guro natin sa... Is this the type of teachers we have? Jensen? Communication is talking to others. Okay, what is the purpose of communication? Conveying. Conveying. You convey. You converse. That is communication. These are universal needs for any career. The four C's: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay. Proceed, no? Critical thinking daw is the most important quality for someone to have in health sciences. Why? Especially nursing, no? Sa health sciences na mga field, Kailangan ang critical thinking, lalong-lalo na yung pag-doctor ka, no? Imagine if pag-doctor ka, tapos may nagpa-consult sa'yo, tapos may nangyari sa kanya, so kailangan mo ang critical thinking. Ano, what you gonna do next? Mag-iisip ka, bakit ito nangyayari, so on and so forth. So you do analysis. Dapat, yeah, kaya nga tinawag siya critical. Mean to say, you do deep analysis, no? Deep thinking. Yan. Okay? And then, every day, we're exposed to this situation where we do critical thinking. Anong kaya ito mabayaran, ito mga ganyan? So, that's critical thinking, no? Okay. Bakit kaya ito nangyayari? Yung ganyan, no? Okay. Next, in business setting also, critical thinking is essential to improvement. It's the mechanism that weeds out problems and replaces with fruitful endeavors. So, in business, like, bankrupt na yung isang kampanya. Or, marami kang, kunwari dito sa Jensen, no? Daming kakompetensya ng school natin. And other schools are level 3 accredited, and they have good facilities as well, and they have very low tuition fees. Now, how are you going to compete with them? So, you really need critical thinking. As leaders, you really need critical thinking to make your school float. Because you're not just going to think about yourself, but you're gonna think of the people, no, working in that institution. Because the moment na hindi mag-flourish yung business natin, there are many, no, tables that will be turned upside down. Nakuha? So the more yung mga leaders are very stressful yan sila. Stress yan sila because of that condition. So that's why the more that you need critical thinking, skills. Okay, creativity is the quality, equally important as a means of adaptation. So yung creativity, no? This skill empowers students to see concepts in different light, which leads to innovation. So meaning to say, when you're exposed to a certain situation, you will have your different view of it, no? And then you innovate. Okay, if there is scarcity of resources, you tend to innovate. Kasi hindi ito available. Are you just going to accept it na dyan lang talaga kayo? Or you gonna do something? So the more that you know, the more that you accepted the truth, that okay, our resources is limited, what we can do. So you challenge yourself, you challenge others, no? So to innovate. Okay, so in any field, innovation is the key to adaptability and overall success of the company. And learning creativity as a skill requires someone to understand the way things have always been done. Okay, so mga ganyan. So the last one is yung communication, yung sabi nga natin. Is a requirement for any company to maintain profitability. It's crucial for students to learn how effectively convey ideas among different personality types, especially in your field as teachers, that there will be times that you'll be, asked to call the parents to talk about issues about their kids. So, dapat marunong ka magsalita, marunong ka mag-negotiate. Kasi may mga parents na very demanding, may mga parents na scary, man ito masyado siya, parang may-ari ng school, nga ganyan. Nabarang tag-iya og kuan, syenda, nga ni Ana. Okay? So, the more that you need to be good in your communication. Effective communication is also one of the most underrated soft skills. Mga soft skills ito, no? Okay. But when employees daw communicate you poorly, whole projects fall apart. So, this is how crucial communication is. Pag hindi ka marunong mag-communicate, talagang babagsak ang business mo. No? Yan lang talaga ang very certain. Okay? So, employees need to be well or effective communicators. Okay? So, punta tayo sa without understanding proper communication, student in the 21st century will lack a pivotal skill to progress their careers. So, tayo, teachers, lalong-lalo na kayo, teachers, I really require you to practice your speaking skills. Why? There's a need to practice not just the native language that we have, but the second language natin, which is Filipino, and then the third is, of course, the universal language, which is English. So we have to learn it because whether we accept it or not, that's really a requirement when you go for a job, you apply for a job, any position. Basic yun. Mabubuhay ka talaga kung marunong ka mag-English. Because you can be, trained as master of ceremony, and you'll be paid. If you are a good speaker in a particular topic, you can be very in-demand speaker. You'll be paid, mabubuhay ka pag marunong ka magsalita. Okay? Okay. So, category 2, these are literacy skills. We have information skills, media literacy, technology literacy. So, these literacies are the next category for the 21st century skills, no? So, first is the so-called information literacy. These are, commercial process of understanding facts, figures, statistics, and data. Information na. No? So, we need to say, how literate are you when it comes to filtering of information, gathering of information. So, you are expected to be information literate. You understand facts, okay? Especially that you are a teacher. You have to be very certain of what is not true and what is true. Alright? So, you have to have that skills able to identify, ito, sabi niya, totoo ba ito? You question the validity of it. You question the reliability of the source. Okay? So, that's the information literacy. You understand facts, factual information. You understand figures. Marunong ba kayo sa mga figures? You understand statistics as to the high and low, the probability of getting something when you have that blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So that is statistics and data, of course. Okay, so we need to say you as a teacher, you have to be informed of this. You have to be not master, but at least you know about this. Okay, information literacy. The second one is media literacy. These are things that, a process of understanding the methods and outlets in which information is published. Media literacy as to the origin of it up to present. Diba? I told you how it evolved, where it started. That's media, no? You understand the methods and the outlets of which information. Where are information being published? Be in newspapers, be in television, where else? Radio, no? Where you spread the information. Social media, which is very powerful tool that we are utilizing today. Majority of the users are in social media. That's why we have netizens now. Tama? And the voice of the netizens are being heard. Tama? Kasi nga binigyan na sila ng mayroon na tayong another world, and that is social media world. Okay, so that's media literacy. Next one, technology literacy. Understanding the machines that make the information age possible. Technology, everything that we use to, to process information, to have this information, yan, technology. Or anything that we use to augment or to help or to aid something. Okay, that is technology. Alright, so those are literacy skills. Ano yan? Information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. Hindi po pwedeng hindi ka marunong gumamit ng mga technology available ngayon. You are really expected to, know how to navigate it, to maximize it, kasi nga available na siya. Okay? So, magiging useless lang yan siya dyan kung titingnan mo lang siya, hindi ka marunong gumamit. Parang sa bahay ba, pag mayroon tayong mga bago na mga gamit, saan natin nilalagay, tinatago lang natin, nilalabas natin pag may mga bisita. Siya mga ganun, no? So, dapat hindi ganun. We have to make use of, everything available. All information, technology made available for us. We have to make use of it. All the applications, right? Kasi ang dami pwede natin magamit to really make our presentation, beautiful. Like for example, this one. So instead of writing it or whatever, instead of printing it, ang dami nyo pang pwedeng gawin. But I consider that, because of the limited time you have, so if I'm going to assess it now, will you accept this one as a work of a college student? Tama? O kayo yung sabi niya na, hindi ako. Ganyan. And you are teachers. So, mga ganyan. So, you are really expect to excel. Okay, mga ganyan. High school, kung wala akong idea ba, pag wala akong idea, sinamag, okay. High school siguro gawa nito, elementary. Mga ganyan, di ba, no? So, hindi ko man kayo gina-degrade, ha? Pero, I know you can do better. Okay? You can give more. Okay, yun lang. Minsan, gagastos kasi, ma'am, pag mag-print pa ako, ganyan ba, may mga limitations ba? No? Okay? But I did not say that you're gonna print it. Pwede naman, you design it using a video. O kasi illustration one, I did not mention it should be hard copy because it's silent, no? Pwede naman siya video, pwede siya silent. Okay? Anyway, sige. So, information literacy is the foundational skills. It helps students to understand facts, especially data points, like what that data means. Ano ibig sabihin ng increase and decrease in the market? Pag tataas yung demand, bababa yung supply, anong mangyayari? Yung mga ganyan. Pag tataas yung supply, bababa yung demand, anong mangyayari? Okay? Or the demand and supply in the market, na ganyan. What that graph means. Mga ganyan, no? Dapat we have to learn about it because that's part of the information literacy. Okay? So, what mean by, pag di ba may mga data ipe-present, ganyan na pala kalaki ang utang ng Pilipinas. And for us, just a figure. But if we're gonna, really dissect it and ponder upon it and think about it, so meaning to say, ilang years natin babayaran yan? Sinong magbabayad? Saan kukunin ang pambayad? Kasi pag nangutang po tayo sa ibang bansa, alam nga naman, yung aming president lang magbayad niyan. No, that's very wrong. You're part of, it. Yes. Okay? Lahat tayo magbabayad niyan. So, that's the point there. So, the moment we understand those things, that's information literacy. Make use of the information available. Okay? Anong discipline ba ang mas mataas ngayon in demand ngayon sa market? So that when you look for a job or when you apply or when you enroll for a certain program, alam mo anong program kukunin mo. Aside of your choice, you have to also consider the demand of your program. So that's how you're gonna utilize the information available in the internet. Ilan ang graduates ngayon na walang trabaho? Ilan ang, mga ganyan ba? No? Kasi po, kung maraming graduates na walang trabaho, ibig sabihin yan, tataas ang crime. Tataas ang population. Yan yung mga implications niyan. If you learn to understand those data, it would be very beneficial to you. Okay, that is information literacy. Naintindihan? Okay, media literacy is the practice of identifying publishing methods, outlets, or sources while distinguishing between the ones that are credible and the ones that aren't. So that's media literacy. Ano ba yung credible source? Ano ba yung hindi pwedeng gamitin? Yeah. So on and so forth, no? Okay, lastly, technology literacy goes another step further to teach students about the machines involved in the information age. Sabi ko nga, nasa industry 4 na tayo ngayon, where robots and artificial intelligences are being accepted and integrated in the field. Diba, we've discussed that. If this artificial intelligence and robots would be able to replace teachers in the future, did you consider it? Where do you find yourself, or where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Nasa classroom pa ba tayo? Sino na ang nagtuturo sa classroom? That's how you're gonna see things. Okay, so that's technology literacy. Next category is the life skills. It's 315. Life skills, ito yung tinatawag nating kailangan natin, no? One is the flexibility. Second is leadership. Third, initiative, productivity, and the social skills. Now, life skills is the final category. Bakit siya ibig sabihin life skills? Bakit siya tinawag na life skills? Kasi kailangan mo ito sa buhay. No, flexibility. Ano ibig sabihin ng flexibility? The ability to be flexible. Like, deviating from plans as needed. So meaning to say, if your plan A did not work, you should have plan B, plan C, plan D. Okay? Para hindi ka mapufrustrate. Lalong-lalo na yung mga planner. Pag yung plano nila nasira, ay, ayoko na, napufrustrate ako kasi hindi nasunod yung plano ko. Dapat hindi ganun. You, as an individual, you have to be flexible. Kasi hindi po lahat sa buhay natin nasusunod yung gusto natin. Kuha nyo. May mga bagay na hindi natin kaya, hindi natin pwedeng ipilit. Because we have free will as individuals. Mayroon kang free will. Kung may gusto ako, hindi ko pwedeng i-insist kasi I have to consider also others. Na? Their feelings, their opinions, their beliefs, their principles. Okay? So when you think or plan, you have to consider those. Alright? So deviating from plans mean to say, if this is your plan, pwede ka mo debate, pwede ka mo turn ba from it to arrive into another plan. Ay, dili man day, ay ulan, nagsabot mo, gwapa na kayo mo, ay, ding ulan. Magunsa man taan eh. No, see? Like if you have a party, very important kayo siya na party or a meeting, nag-ulan, anong pwede mo gawin? Just being flexible. Next one, leadership. Correct. Now, in the classroom, you are a leader inside the classroom. You tell the group what has to be done, what needs to be improved, where are you going to lead them. So that's the leader. That's a leader. You set them, okay, at the end of this semester, I'd like us all to be equipped in writing, in reading, in arts, in singing, in dancing, or whatsoever. So you are giving them the direction that you are doing, or you are heading. Now, your task as a leader is to bring everyone to that page or to that direction that you have set. Okay? Especially if you are a leader in a certain organization. So you're gonna bring everyone to the direction or the vision that you set to where your organization should be 5 years or 10 years from now. Leadership. Okay? Imagine if you're gonna lead 40 and 50 class, leader, you 50 students. Okay! Attention! Di ba ganyan ka? Perform your line. If you didn't have the leadership skills, if you didn't have the communication skills, how can you let these 50 students to follow you? Uy, ayaw mo pag-away. Di ba? Ano lang kaya, uy, naglagot mo kung ano nila, teacher. Di ba na sila musunod sa ako? At oras nagsimabagay na sila dito. At oras na, uy, namahilap talaga sa kilid. Kaya wala ka, hindi mo sila mapasunod. See? So, dapat na kay leadership skills, especially when you talk to the parents. Ma'am, kailangan yun na ito ni siya, ma'am, kayo tulog ka itong bubong ko. Hindi na ito niayuson. Hindi na ayuson. Kawato na itong mga gamit diri. Oh, di ba? So, ni Ana, siya kaayo. Na may project, ma'am, na kailangan. Anong kailangan mo itong divan, ma'am? Diba? Anong kailangan mo na itong CR? Anong kailangan kabilan nila? Anong magkailangan itong gate? Musulod mo ang kanding sa itong silingan. Musulod mga kabaw nga. No? Naganding kawatan diri. So you have to have that leadership skills because you are there to lead. Okay, the best way to lead people is to demonstrate them how to do things. How to, make things done. That's a leader. Alright? Next, initiative. Dapat mayroong initiative. Si teacher, hindi po pwedeng walang initiative. Buguon mo na yung ma'am. Mo na initiative. Busay maana. Dili po, jujud pwede may mong buguon si ma'am. Sabtan? Ha? I-assess gud yung mga sarili. Buguon ba ko? Sungaon ba ko? Mga ana, good mo siya. Sunga ba? Maati ka ba? No, dili pwede ni ana. So you have the initiative. Starting projects, strategies. Dapat ikaw planner ka. Uy, magpamiting ta mga parents. O saan na to ni Dula kayo ato ang Christmas party. So ipakaon na to sa mga bata. Ana. So, buhaton sa family day, closing na nato. Asa tamamalit og medals, asa wala kay kwarta. Initiative, you initiate. Dili pwede nga magulat lang ka grasya. Ha? Dili gud pwede. Kaya na ganing passive ka, kanang walay buhaton. Dapat active ba, proactive. Guna-una lang, paano hindi mo human, hindi mo kuha ng sumana ba? Dapat yan na si teacher. Productivity, maintaining efficiency in an age of distractions. Productivity. You still produce, even there is crisis. That is productivity. Okay? So, yan ha, maintaining efficiency in an age of distractions. Dagan yung distractions, na may crisis, but still, you're able to produce. You're able to deliver the service. Next, social skills, that's meeting and networking with others for mutual benefit. You have to socialize. Makik-amigo gid mo when you attend fellowships, mga trainings, mga tubo mong barangay, mga tuba mo asa mo mga mag-shopping ba mo makik-amigo gud mo. You create linkages. Why? Because the more linkages you make, the more access you can have. Like, uy, amigo ko ani kapitan di kay makahangita. Kung amigo akong dito taga PRC kay ron dito na pila mga ana ba ni naa kay access. So dapat ni ana si maestra. Dapat di kay sobrang kag ito skilled, dili pwede ni ana makigistorya din mo. Ha? Kaya I really like you to bring your confidence wherever you go. Because you are a teacher. Ha? So dapat dili gyud ka ng ulawon ka. Mura mag-itoy. No? So, dapat, di yun pwede ang ulawon. Nasabtan. Okay. So, yun siya. Yun yung mga skills natin. Okay, first, we have the learning skills, the 4 C's, communication, critical thinking, collaboration, tama nyo? And, ano yung isa? Communication, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. Now, for the information literacy or literacy skills, we have media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy. Now, for the life skills, marami po yun sila. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Naintindihan? Okay, so those are the 21st century skills. Okay? So, yun po ang dapat meron tayo. Naintindihan? Any questions?